Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to this episode of G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And I say back, why? Because I started this video just a few seconds ago, and a fly started bothering me, and while I was trying to swat him away, I hit the pause button on the phone, and realized that I'd shut my video off. And I kept on talking, and then I went, wait a minute, I'm not recording. So anyway, I'm sitting out here right now taking a break. I decided today to get the deck done around my Tote-cuzzi. So you're looking at what I've achieved since lunchtime out here. And I've made a few changes as I was going along from what I had originally planned on doing. One of the things was I planned on having the other 4x4 in this corner and that corner, and not having a railing around this side of the Tote-cuzzi. Then I thought to myself, well, that's kind of going to look like junk. So I had to modify that corner post and cut off it on a slant so that it would fit in there. And it'll work out for me this way. And then I'm going to use the 2x6s I got from the pallets from Don, and mostly all of this wood is all from the pallets from Don, including the 4x4 posts and the 2x4s, except for 3 store-bought 2x4s. That was one of them right there, and this was another one, and I think that one on the one on the other side was another one, because these are 6 foot long, and I didn't have anything that I got from Don that was 6 foot long, so I had to cut up some of my store-bought 2x4s. It's only 3 of them, but I'm gonna need some more because I'm gonna put another rail, a double rail on here, but I want to set it in such a way that I'll be able to make some screens up, because I've got a big roll of screen, and I want to make some screens up so I could put some fly screens on this thing to keep the bugs away while I'm sitting in there and enjoying myself. And then I'm thinking I might, when I put the top rail on here, I might put brackets on there so that I can put some poles that go up higher and enclose the top and put a roof on it. And then I'll have a nice little gazebo Tote-cuzzi out here. I don't know how you can put those 2 words together, but anyway, I still got to cut one more piece of 2x4 over there, but I didn't have anything handy at the time. But I just found those, some more 2x4s that I got from Don, and I'll make up one to go over there and do that infill. And I may need to put one in right here too, a short piece. But I don't cut short pieces like that out of a big piece. I wait until I cut up all the big pieces and then see if I've got a short piece long enough to fit in there. That way I don't waste any wood. These are going to be my stairs that go up here, and I designed them so I put these metal brackets on here, and I countersunk the heads of the bolts on this outer side, just so that they don't want to pull out. And I'll be putting silicone in there so that they'll stay right where they are and they won't spin. And then I'll put a little silicone on the threads here so that these won't come loose. But yeah, put these brackets on here so that this staircase, after I put the steps in, will be able to lift up and become a gate here to close off this side. And then I don't have to worry about critters going up the steps at night. And especially the slither critters. I don't want slither critters up on top of my deck. And then I'm not going to close in the bottom, because that'll just make a great little hiding place for them. And I know that every critter in town is going to try to take up residence in there if I close the bottom in. But I do have to put some braces across here. I'm probably going to go down about halfway and put the braces on around the outside. But once I get all those 2x6s on here, and they'll overhang into the Tote-cuzzi just a half an inch in, and then I've got little blocks that I'm going to make to go in the corners here to round them off, and those will all get routed also. And like I said, I got a water delivery coming on Wednesday. So I may drain this down and use it for watering stuff that I need to water, and pump some of it down to the garden house, because the chlorine is out of it now. And I didn't keep up my maintenance on it, so the chlorine went out of it, and it started growing a little algae, and I got some algae floating around inside of there that needs to be cleaned out. So I'll clean all of this out, and then when the water delivery comes, I'll have him just stick his hose in here real quick and give me a quick fill, and then take the rest of it down to the garden house and put it in those totes down there. So that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. So I'm thinking that, yeah, if I put 2 of those folding chairs, maybe up here, one here and one there, and then have a fold down table right here against the railing, so 2 guys can sit out here and play a hand of cards or something like that, or have a couple of drinks and a sandwich or whatever, and a couple of gals can sit over there and dangle their feet in the water and keep their feet cool. And then one at a time, or both of them at a time, could go into the Tote-cuzzi if they wanted to. You know, kind of makes sense. Anyway, I'm going to end up moving the filter and piping it with PVC pipe instead of using these short pieces of garden hose. That was just temporary to see if it works, and since I know it does work, I'll be modifying it and hard piping it in. And down the line, I've got an air blower motor, and I want to put in some air jets going all the way around, and I'll mount an air blower underneath here that'll also run off of solar, and I'll be able to turn that on and get some bubbles going and aerate the water. So that's my plan. That's what I'm thinking of doing. So anyway, I'll be taking, after I get it all into place, I'll be taking my random orbital sander and running over the whole thing, and then put a good coat of some type of protectant on this whole thing, and that should make it last for a long time. And who knows, but it'll be pretty easy if I ever decide that I have to move it. I'll just have to reach underneath there with the screw gun, take all those screws out, and then 2 guys can lift up this whole deck and just walk it away. It'll come right off of here, and move it to someplace else if I wanted to, because I still want to put a full deck out here, and I'm planning for that. Now this table will be going. I'm not going to use this anymore, and I'll probably save the brackets and the piece of 4x4, but the table itself will become part of the exercise equipment in my exercise area out there. It'll be full of holes in no time. Anyway, what I'm thinking of doing is right here in between the 2 windows, I'm thinking of doing a fold down table there that comes out about, say, 4 feet. And then I can put I got 4 of these wooden chairs. I'll put 2 on each side. Maybe I'll come out 5 feet. I'll put 2 on each side, and there's room for 4 people to sit outside here on a nice day. And I'll move the barbecue, of course, out of there, and barbecue, and we could sit down and relax and have something to eat outside here. Pretty cool, huh? And I still got cushions to go on this swing, but I've been holding off putting them over there because of monsoon season, and of course the winds and the dust and all that stuff. But someday I'll bring those out here and get them on there. I also got some miracle cover. I want to spray that canvas with it, and that helps keep the sun from eating it up. All right, everybody, that's all I have really for today. I went down and had a peach off the tree at lunchtime. That was my dessert. Delicious, just really delicious. Nice, sweet yellow peaches. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget thumbs up down there. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share or save or any of those others down there. This is G Bear signing off.